Well, excited to welcome here to PhiladelphiaEagles.com Auburn head coach Gus Malzahn. Coach, welcome. Thanks for joining us here to talk about two of the Eagles draft selections from the 2020 NFL Draft. Jack Driscoll, the right tackle for the Auburn Tigers, and Prince Tega Wanogho, the left tackle for the Auburn Tigers. And two very unique stories in terms of getting there and being longtime starters for you on the offensive line. And we'll start with Jack Driscoll because he transfers up here from this region, from the Northeast, from UMass, going down to you guys, starts from day one on the right side. I would just love to know just how did that happen? How did that connection happen from UMass down to Auburn?
Well, we felt like we needed some help, and we started looking at grad transfers. And of course, we saw him, and we got a chance to see him play against an SEC team, in Tennessee, and so we really felt like he had a skill set. Then we got around him, just saw the type of person he is, and so we recruited him hard, and we got him, and he started for us for 2 years, and just a wonderful person. He's got an unbelievable work ethic. He's very durable. He plays banged up. And he's like a coach on the field, too. Very smart, and just think he's got a chance to play for a long time at the next level.
And I know he played right tackle for you guys, but, up at UMass, played left tackle, played some left guard, so certainly had that position versatility. Did he work in any other spots in practice, or was he solely a right tackle for you guys through and through?
Yeah, he played some left tackle in practice too. The thing about Jack, he's very versatile. He could play guard. He's even snapped the football. He's a very, very good athlete and very smart too. So he can play all five positions, and I think that'll really help with his value.
Yeah, I was impressed with just, knowing that he had some physical limitations in terms of his length. He always seemed to know how to overcome that in the SEC, just the way he used his hands, his timing with everything. Really, really impressive player. Let's go over to Prince Tega Wanogho. Obviously, a very unique story in terms of, him coming over from Nigeria and, starting as a multi-sport athlete late to football. But just tell us about the recruiting process for Prince and just how he became one of the best players on the Tigers roster.
Yeah, great story. He came over to play basketball, and of course, he reclassified, I think, and he blew up within about a month or two. Everybody in the country offered him. We got him over here. He just really connected. He started out as a defensive end, and was going to be a pretty good defensive end, we felt like, and then we moved him to left tackle. And the great thing about Prince is his best football's ahead of him. I mean, he's still learning the game. But he's a great foot athlete. He's a smart young man. He is a super young man, too, with great character. And he's a lot tougher than everybody thinks, too. This past year, he was banged up, most of the year. But he kept playing and really fought through it. But I think his best football's ahead of him.
Coach, when you see those multi-sport athletes coming from the high school level, how often does that show up for you guys on the football field? Especially along the offensive line, are there specific traits that will show up on with those guys?
Well, I mean, you're always looking for the best athlete you can find to play up front, especially in our league. I mean, at left tackle, you have to have a guy that's very athletic. And Prince has gotten better and better with his sets and, like learning the game, learning different pass moves and studying the defenders and everything that goes with that. And Prince really stepped up this year in the leadership role too. He doesn't say a bunch, but when he talks, people listen. And, he is a fine young man. He lost his mom about 2 years ago, and it was a really, really tough deal. His family means a lot to him, and that's really what motivates him, just to take care of his family back home. But like I said, he's a wonderful human being.
Both guys very athletic, and the Eagles have one of the more athletic offensive lines in the NFL. I know you guys leverage that athleticism, in your scheme. How important is that to have those athletic skills along the offensive line?
Well, I mean, it's very important to adjust. And, you're talking about Jack's athleticism earlier. I mean, he's a very good athlete. And Jack is so smart. I mean, he's a true technician. And it's just so important to him. He's working on his own a lot. You could just tell that, he was going to have a chance to make it. And so it doesn't surprise me at all. And like I said, I think the Eagles, with both of them, got two guys I think has a chance to play a long time in the league.
Well, Coach, thank you so much for joining us here on PhiladelphiaEagles.com to share some stories about Jack Driscoll, Prince Tega Wanogho. We'll let you get out of here. Thanks so much. Stay safe, stay healthy. Best of luck to you guys here in 2020.
Hey, thanks for having me.